Maybe I'll exceed my expectations.
It hurts a lot. That's not good.
Why are we running into a headwind?
Hey, do you think anybody would really be that disappointed?
What if time just like stopped coming?
After what all?
All right, warm up 150, full recovery, 300 from blocks, laying 4 or 5, hips up, feel back stretch like 400, walk 50, then run a 150 on the fly, full recovery, run tall, find the way down. A feel good 200 plus 200. I don't know if that ever feels good, but so that means I'm starting from the 400 stagger. This will be my first time of the year running from the 4 stagger. It's awesome. I usually wouldn't move this much in my warm up, but try not to lose everything that I'm gaining. It's cold. I'm leaving for nationals tomorrow. I'm gonna train in USC for a week, but this is the tune-up. It's the first time me doing anything really like race pace and actually feeling a race develop. So this should give us a good indication if we take that 300 time and then the last 100 of the 150. Should be a good indication of what I could run in the open. So it's a little rainy. You know, conditions aren't great, but we'll be all right. Head to the starting line. Yeah, I was literally out here with my shirt off yesterday. But, you know, sometimes it rains on race day. Yeah, I feel like really good. I'm just excited to compete. Watching Tara compete has just got, I'm like itching. First time running off the curve all year. Stay open, make it look easy. I really just want to go out and execute and just put my best effort out there and then know where I'm at so we can go back to the drawing board and make the changes we need. But this is a qualifier for World Championships that's happening in May. It's not the biggest deal in the world this season, but it is like a really big stepping stone. It's a really great opportunity to compete on the international stage for a medal. It's really similar to Tara's like indoor worlds, you know. This is where it starts. My body's still fatigued, but I feel strong. I feel like, if anything, practice makes perfect, so it's a hard thing to nail, but depending on what the times are in this workout, I can know that they're gonna change based on how much I've traveled. Like, that does have an effect, so at least keep my confidence in a good place. And maybe I'll exceed my expectations, so I'll be fine once I get there. I gotta go get on a plane.
We've been traveling so much lately. Now that we're in LA, we're finished with further. I can lock in and focus on competition. Being overseas and back within the week, just going all over the place, my body's a little bit sore and I'm a little nervous on how I'm feeling and how I'll be able to compete. I've been fighting for years to get the IPC to accept that they messed up my MASH, which is maximum allowable standing height for the Paralympics, remeasured. Because they measured me in 2017, I was only 17 years old, and they locked it in. In that, I said I'm supposed to be 5'11", which I know is not my height. I know it's too short, it's unnatural to run, it's uncomfortable, it's clunky. When I first brought this up to US Paralympics, the answer was, we can't do anything. Like, you're out of luck. And I just said, there's no way that's the answer, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes, I'm gonna make this right. And for the past 2 years, I've been figuring out how to create an appeal process, how to appeal this decision, and how to get remeasured. And I woke up, my phone was dead, I hadn't charged the night before, I turned on my phone, and I got a text from Charisse, the Team USA Paralympics leader, that said, they just accepted it after 2 years.
Get excited, it's time to run 44.
Going to classification, we redo the measurements, and it was like everything that I wanted and a little more. And I went from 183 centimeters to 187 centimeters, which is 5'11" to 6'1.5", which is where I feel like I'm naturally supposed to be. So.
Because that's true, you are what you are. Oh my gosh, how do you feel?
I feel like I was one of those horses getting held back, and now I'm ready.
Yay!
That was like the last thing that I needed.
Yay! I'm so excited for you, baby. Time to go fast.
Time to run fast. It was so validating, and I felt like all that hard work that I went through, everything that happened in Paris last year that was caused by this, was all like rewarded. Dude, I got my mash appealed, my height.
You did?
Yeah, I got reconfirmed yesterday.
Nice.
I was 183.
183.
Now I'm 187.
It's a huge difference.
I know. I'm at 185 right now, so
Good.
yeah. After that, I was like, whatever happens this weekend is a win. Like, this is a win in and of itself, so that took a lot of pressure off. My confidence is high from a training perspective, and I know I'm strong and I know I'm fast, but the last time that I got in the blocks, it went really badly.
How are you feeling?
I don't feel good at all, but I feel like I usually don't feel good at pre-meet. I think I still am like dealing with some trauma from that. So I have an overall nervousness and overall anxiousness. And I'm also like, I'm on brand new blades, brand new sockets, brand new feet. Like everything is completely changed. So that in a competition setting, I'm not sure how it's gonna go, and it makes me nervous, but it also gets me excited. The blades are really good. I just like keep hitting the bottom of my leg on the bottom of the socket, and that doesn't feel great, but take what I can get. I think I'm going to Italy after this. Yeah. Just got to get through 3 races. In a lot of ways, I'm grateful that Nationals is so early for this World Qualifier, because it gives me a chance to see where I'm at, and if it doesn't go the way I want it to, or if it does go well, make adjustments, and I have plenty of time till the Paralympics to get things dialed in.
I start fighting for the lead from here until there.
Oh, wow.
I gained the lead, but I lost the race.
Wow.
I'm gonna make this mistake at the Olympics. That was the best race to make a mistake.
That's crazy.
And
Then you won the Olympics?
Yeah.
Easy.
Correct.
All right. Done for the day. Pre-meet completo. It's time for breakfast. Prioritizing protein. Grass-fed fillets in here. Farm fresh eggs. Berries for quick energy and antioxidants. Review sweet potatoes. Good sustained carbohydrates. Bon appetita. This morning we were getting ready for the race, and I think I just haven't been in a competition setting in a while, and it's race day, baby.
How are you feeling about race day?
I'm really excited. I'm excited to race. I wasn't in the groove of figuring that stuff out, so I was moving pretty slowly, and I underestimated the amount of time that it would take to get to the track, get warmed up, go to the call room, and I started warming up, and my outside bone is just rubbing right into this. There's just not enough room for both of them, and it hurts a lot. That's not good. All right, hopefully this fixes it, because it doesn't feel good at all. I don't feel very good.
You don't feel good?
I just like haven't moved around at all. Ow. Hurts. I'm just gonna have to run through it. It hurts a lot though. This is not good. Can't really cause an injury. It's just gonna hurt really bad. But if it gets pissed off too much, it can swell up, and then I won't be able to get my leg on. It's just not going my way right now. You can see if they have like a Aleve or just anti-inflammatory. I'm just sinking into this prosthetic too bad, so just try to keep myself from hitting the bottom. I have to wear more socks, but then there's not enough room at the top. Yeah, it's really tight now, so it's just cutting off the circulation. But I'd rather have that than a lot of pain. I started warming up, and about a third of the way through my warm-up, Tara comes to me and says, hey, you got 5 minutes till you gotta be in the call room. And I was like, all right, like this is something we gotta deal with. Let's do the best we can. So I warmed up as best I could. I went to the call room, and things were just like not going right, and I had a kind of bad attitude. I was frustrated about not being able to warm up all the way. I was frustrated that we were running the 100 meters into a headwind that I had seen from previous heats, and I had an issue with my prosthetic. Things just weren't going my way, and I brought that into the race. And you know, in hindsight, looking at the race, like I think that's why it just wasn't a well-executed race, because I was focused on things that were out of my control.
Lane 3, Hunter Woodall.
I remember looking up at the board and seeing 11.5, and it's one of the slowest races I've ever ran. And I was frustrated, but I told myself, it's March 14th, don't worry about it. Let's work on it in the final.
That's okay. You guys got that out the way.
I'm gonna switch to the other feet. These ones are too stiff for.
Medrano taking a lead in the 100 open.
I had a new blade sent this whole year. Every time I feel like I'm getting a little too strong for a blade, I'll go up to a stiffer blade, because it's a little harder to compress, but it can give you a little more return. I thought I was ready for a stronger blade, so I had one sent to California, and it got in later than it was supposed to. I was supposed to have it all week to train on. But in my mind, I was kind of set on, I'm gonna use this stiffer blade to run.
You look strong.
I just couldn't get up
You're
and
running
roll.
strong.
I was able to actually shake it off really quickly, and I think Tara coming up to me and saying, hey, good job, first race, out of the way, it's done, it's over with. I was like, you're right. Like, that means nothing. We just got in the blocks. I got those nerves out of the way. Let's do what we can to fix it. At that same time, Dr. Noah was just arriving in from LA. He flew in from Austin just to be with me at this meet. And that really reinstilled my confidence, because I said, okay, now going into the finals, I know my body is going to be ready. I know my timing is going to be better. And we come back to the Airbnb, and Dr. Noah is reactivating, you know, a lot of my muscles. He's working on some brain functions, so my coordination is going to be better in the finals.
You good?
Yeah, I already feel like I had no power in like my hip flexors this morning. I just like they kind of just felt shot.
Yeah, they were.
And now
that
I
was
can
the first thing.
feel them back.
I think you're gonna be just fine.
Gotcha. We just have to like let the body adjust.
Yeah, the area that was kind of showing on you was like your cerebellum. The cerebellum is the part of your brain that deals with like fine movement and coordination.
Yeah,
And so
dude, yeah.
it was like completely blown out. Well, that was like that's why I had those like lasers right there.
You're speaking exactly what I was feeling. That, as well as a little bit of rest and a little bit of time to reset my mind, I went back to the track feeling like a completely different athlete. Excited to race, excited to compete, and ready to put down like a better performance.
Positive thoughts in that little brain of yours.
Little? I only have positive thoughts now. Honestly, my confidence is through the roof now. I was feeling pretty down about myself, and then Dr. Noah said a lot of stuff that validated the way I was feeling. And
No more passiveness. You're warming your body up to go fast. Ready?
I'm so ready.
Big dog.
What's up?
Am I talking to the feature Paralympic champ right now?
Maybe.
Yes, I am.
Could be.
Just answer.
Could be me.
No, I am.
Alright.
It is you.
It is me.
It is.
Like it's just the proprioception, which is like your body's ability to like know where it's at in time and space. So it's just getting that like recognition, and then having him coordinate some. We were having to do some like basically some cross crawling pattern stuff. And so we had him take a couple, because he was good. Then he took a couple strides on it, and then those ones inhibited. And as soon as we turned those back on, he was like, "Yeah, that feels a lot better."
Nice.
Yeah. Who would you be worried about this one?
It's like everyone in my corner, Coach, Tara, you.
Even if you did have a bad day, do you think anybody would really be that disappointed? No. And there, but like no matter what, like you know everybody who's in your corner is going to always be in your corner, and they got your back no matter what. So you're not going to let anybody down. So go out and put it all out there and race. You know, like do everything you can, and you know the outcome will be there.
Let's go.
We actually made a last-minute decision at the track as we were doing some recalibration with the stiffer blade. Something just told me like, hey, I need to go to a softer blade. And Dr. Noah reinforced that by just saying, hey, let's go with what's comfortable right now. And I said, okay, so I switched back to the softer blade, finished my warm-up, and got into the blocks and was back to where I was training at USC and getting those really quick, really explosive block starts. And Tara giving me that feedback, like that's it, that's what we need. I was like, okay, cool, I know exactly what to execute, and if I can execute these first 3 steps, the rest of the race will take care of itself. So finished my block starts, and
Keep going.
I told myself walking on the car, I'm like, I'm winning this race.
There you go.
I don't care, like I'm winning this race. And that was the mindset going into the race.
Ready? You're ready.
Yep.
It's game time.
Game time, baby.
Have fun.
Try the race.
That's all you gotta do. Have fun. That's it.
Easy.
Easy. We do this every day. Focus on you, your race,
Yep,
your lane,
yep,
blinders on.
yep.
I think he's gonna do well. I think that last stride out was really, really good. I think that is the position he needs to hit, and I think that's the position everyone has been waiting for.
Standing behind the blocks, I was like fully in control of my emotions, fully in control of the situation, and I hear on your marks. So all right, let's go, like lock in. This is what we practice. Getting into the blocks, I'm just thinking about the same thing, be explosive, big arms, and attack those first 3 steps. And as a double amputee, usually everyone starts faster than double amputees. It's really hard to get going in prosthetics. And I was like, I want to be next to these guys when I get out the blocks, because that's how I'm gonna win this race. Both hands are on the line, and I hear set, and just in my head, I'm like, all right, let's go. And the gun goes off. I feel a great reaction. My first step is powerful, my second step is powerful, my third step is powerful, and I notice 2 guys who are really great starters are still right next to me. And it kind of freaked me out. I'm like, wow, I've never gotten out this fast. And I was like, I got this, I can win this thing. And it took me probably 20 meters to refigure out where I was, and I was able to stand up and go to the stuff that Travis has been teaching me, to get tall, get my hips up, and just finish the race.
That is Hunter Woodall coming across first. Hunter Woodall at 11 seconds flat.
Let's go! Dude, that start is incredible. Let's go!
Let's make a record.
Go! Oh, I'm so proud of you, Vegas.
I had no idea what the time was. I had no idea what the wind was. I was just like happy to be back in it and happy to be enjoying track and field again. And then I look up at the board, 11:00, legal wind, and it was just like, there it is. Like there's that validation. Like there's something there. Like, and that got me really excited. I just kept going. I think I ran 300 meters because it just like, it was, I don't know. It's good to be back. That's how I felt. It's good to be back.
I was behind you. I couldn't see from all the shining light from your TikToks. I was like, I can see what you're for.
Thanks, Dr. Noah. Yeah. I had the gears this time.
That's good. You look good, man. You look smooth.
I'm just happy, dude. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful Dr. Noah's here. I'm grateful I could come out and give my best. And just, that's it. That's all. I'm happy. Thanks, Coach. Yeah, I never ran that fast, especially not in March. Wouldn't dream of running that fast in March. It's so validating. I mean, it was just like, it was a hard lesson to learn, but I think something I needed. And it caused me to make a lot of changes, and to see the outcome of that, it's just like, it's really validating. All those gears are back. American record! Happy with that. Yeah, I had that. That's what I didn't have this morning. I didn't have that gear. I just had fun that time. I haven't had fun running in a while, and I had fun right there. I didn't have fun this morning. It was not fun. Not because I lost, it just wasn't fun. I mean, last year I hadn't even broken 11.3, I don't think. Maybe I ran 11.2 high. And I've never even been back 11.0 anything since I got like the shorter legs. So that's my second fastest time ever. It was just fun, honestly, more than anything. More than the time, more than the win. It was just fun. I said fun. I had fun running track today.
He's so freaking cool. Oh my God, I'm so happy for him. He's worked way too hard. If you think I worked hard, he's worked just as hard, if not harder than me. And him like running fast shows all of it, and he's a person that is fueled off of positive reinforcement. American record! You beat me.
Finally faster than Tara.
So for him to go out and run fast today, after not running fast earlier, has his confidence through the roof. But yeah, he looked so good doing it. He looked stronger than I've ever seen him before, even like in our first few years of dating. He looks way stronger. So yeah, I'm excited, and we'll see how 400 goes. I can feel it. Paris has our name written right all over it. The Woodhalls take Paris.
I knew it was going to be an early day. I had to race at 10 a.m. and we have to be up 4 hours before the race to do a neuro wake up. So I was up at 5:50 a.m. And right when the alarm went off, I was like, all right, it's time to do my job. And the first 400 of the year is always stressful, always causes anxiety. And I knew that going into it, so I was pretty stern most of the morning, but I was locked in.
Let's go.
So I was very calculated with everything I did. I woke up, I did my neuro, I got my food ready to go. I didn't cook for anybody else because everyone's still moving, just myself, make sure I was set.
I've done all the things, I'm ready to race. Confidence through the roof.
Everyone around me was on their stuff. Tara was ready to go, everyone was ready to go. And we got in the car and headed to the track. Made a quick stop at CVS for some Tiger Balm.
Well, Hunter, his vibes are good, his energy is good. It's 7:50 in the morning. I think what we had to get through was the first race, which was Friday. And I think that just needed to like set a tone for his 400. We know his 400 is like his bread and butter. So for him to do really well in the 100, I feel like that gave him enough confidence to do well in the 400. He is learning as well. Not how to be a professional athlete, but like doing things in a different order this year. I think this year he's just kind of going with the flow. Like last night, he went to bed at 8 p.m., which because he had to wake up at 6 a.m. And so it's like, I told him it was like super easy to just have conversations with your parents up until 10 p.m. last night. Like, but you took the initiative to get in bed and go to sleep and get your full 8 hours, 9 hours of sleep. Like I said before, he's a dog and he's gonna get through this rep.
I remember walking down the stairs, I see Dr. Noah already at the track sitting on his table, and I'm like, let's go. Like, we are locked in. It feels so good to have people around you be as locked into the situation and excited about it as you are, and that gave me a lot of confidence.
Looks so smooth.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Let's do it, man.
I don't know if it was a great decision, but I wanted to see what it was like to run on a stiffer blade and see if it was right for me. So I switched back to the stiffer blades. After I was on Dr. Noah's table and got activated, started warming up, getting ready for the 4.
Yeah, this is your first 400 of the year.
First 400 of the year. I had so much confidence from the 100. The training that I was doing was showing up on the track. So I just kept telling myself positive affirmations. I kept telling myself just go out there and attack. And this race is solely to figure out where we're at and what we need to work on. I kept telling myself, attack that first 2, attack the first 2. Walking in the car room, I said, Tara, you're gonna see the best backstretch you've ever seen in your life. And that was my goal.
Just like that.
Yeah, this looks so smooth.
You look great.
Thanks, Mama. I feel really good.
You're moving well.
Yeah, I feel like I'm moving well. Maybe getting out last.
F1 race.
Absolutely.
I said, when the gun goes off, like, let's go get it. I was excited. Like, I was so excited to go attack that first 200.
This will be the men's T62 400 meter. Lane 4, Lucas Yunt. Lane 5, 2012 Paralympian Blake Leeper. And lane 6, two-time Paralympian 2016 and 2020 Paralympian Hunter Woodall.
Same thing. I remember getting in the blocks. I remember set. I remember the gun. Let's go. And I remember pushing out. I felt like I had a really good push. And then going into the backstretch, just like get as tall as I can, stand up and run. And I didn't feel like I was running, like I wasn't straining, I wasn't trying to run hard. I was just running. And that backstretch just flew right by. And then coming around the final curve, I could start to feel a little bit of the monkey on my back and the 400 meter taking place. And through the last 100, it was extremely hard to compress that blade. It was just too stiff. But even still, I was able to finish it out and ran one of my best openers I've ever ran, and honestly got the first 400 of the year out of the way, which is stressful.
About 10 meters ahead of Blake Leeper, we will have Hunter Woodall crossing first. We have Hunter Woodall at 48.04. Blake.
It was a good time. I'm happy with it. I mean, I look back to last year when I was like barely breaking 50 seconds and really, really going for it, like trying my very hardest, and like how hard that was. And this is a PR for me at a shorter height, and it's March. It's faster than I ran at the Tokyo Paralympics to get a bronze medal in 2021. So although it wasn't exactly what I wanted, now I know that maybe I wasn't on the right setup to run a good 400. I'm pulling so many good things from this race that it just gets me excited to get back in the blocks, run another one, get back to training, get stronger, get faster. But there's potential there, and I'm excited. So I'm glad I took the risk. The backstretch felt really nice.
Yeah.
And then it just fell apart. I don't know, I think last year it took me so long to get in a groove. And it was like a mental battle, and it wasn't until we went to Europe. And I think I was so far removed from everything I had been worried about that it just clicked and I was able to run fast again. Today, like, I had all those distractions and I was still able to like put a good race in. So I feel like I'm just starting at a higher point, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's gonna be easier to get to the top of the mountain because where I'm starting is so much closer. I'm excited to get my blades figured out. Like the 100 was so much easier because when I switched back, I was like confident that I knew. And then the 400,
Right, move around on that.
I wasn't really confident with either set of blades. I always question myself because like in college, I went from running so fast and then all of a sudden I just sucked. Like I just couldn't run fast anymore. And it was like that for 2 years. So it's like, it's always something in the back of my head, like, well, what if you just stop running fast? Like what if times just like stop coming? And that was what I was most afraid of. So to not have that happen was nice. Thank you.
Wow.
Yay.
Let's go.
Thanks for everything.
Paralympic champ. Paralympic champ. The champ is here.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who